or that they themselves might be the problem. And this could cause them to shut down, which is never good because then. Hi, I'm Cindy Shumaker, and I help people struggling with grief unpack and manage all their emotions with ease and grace. Now, it can be incredibly hard to know what to say to someone who's grieving. Fear of saying the wrong thing or upsetting them may cause you to avoid the situation entirely. And you may want to offer help, but you might be at a loss as to exactly how to help. And there's no one way to help somebody experiencing grief. Be open and be willing to help in whatever way they need, even if it means being silent, but being physically present with them. So here are 10 helpful do's and don'ts. Number one, check in with them. You might be surprised at how much a check-in means to a friend who's lost a loved one. Maybe a phone call, a card, or an invitation to meet them for lunch, or maybe just a simple coffee can make a difference in their day. And now I know there's some people that truly do like to be alone and just process their own feelings in their own terms and in their own way, but check in on them anyway and just give them the option of maybe taking you up on an offer for coffee or lunch, or let them tell you that they really do just want to be alone, and then you need to respect that. And the next way is understanding how grief works. Your friend may experience sadness, depression, anger, anxiety. It's normal for grief to show up in the body as digestive issues, sleep disturbances, and fatigue. It's crucial to understand grief and the many different emotions that it can bring and its physical impacts on the body. Just listen. That's the next way. Just listen. Again, it can feel awkward trying to figure out what to say, so sometimes the best thing to say is nothing and just sit there and listen to them. Letting them talk is therapeutic, as this is the best way for them to process their feelings. They need to feel heard and they need their feelings to be validated. And the next one is if they cry, just let them cry. Crying is so important to the grieving process, so offer them a safe space to do that. No judgment, no words, just unconditional support. Crying is normal and will lessen over time, even if that means it's weeks or months, and yes, sometimes years. Let them cry. The next one is offer to help them with basic needs: cleaning, laundry, running errands, cooking, maybe watching their children if they have them. These are all basic needs that sometimes for a grieving person just feels totally overwhelming, especially in the beginning. So here are 5 don'ts. Don't be hesitant to talk about the person who's passed. Most people want to talk about that person that they lost, the memories, the little things about them that meant so much in their lives together. So the next one is the situation doesn't need to be fixed. Trying to fix a grieving friend sends the message that there's a problem or that they themselves might be the problem. And this could cause them to shut down, which is never good because that can lead to unresolved grief and long-term depression. The next one is don't dismiss their feelings. Saying things like, they're in a much better place, or they wouldn't want you to be sad, or maybe, I've heard this one before, it's time to move on. Those things are never helpful. And you are dismissing their feelings and creating a disconnect in your relationship with them. The next one is don't push your faith or religious beliefs on them. Unless you belong to the same church or you know without a doubt you have common beliefs in this area, avoid this subject or wait for them to bring it up. Again, it's offering a safe, non-judgmental space to help them process their feelings and be able to start to heal. And the next one is don't openly judge their appearance. Telling them that they look sick or tired or sad can be hurtful and make them feel worse. Just offering support is all that's necessary when you notice that their self-care is lacking. No one wants to be judged under normal circumstances, but especially when they're grieving. And here's some comforting ideas or things that you might be able to offer them. Maybe a book on grief, Maybe a grief-themed journal, and I've seen many of those on Etsy. I've bought a couple myself. Maybe a candle or sharing memories or pictures can be extremely comforting. Now, I know there's exceptions to every rule and everybody's different, but hopefully these tips helped in some way. And I'll see you in the next video.